That's tough to say.
Do you think Mackenzie, in hopes of winning it all, did the right thing in keeping Chelsea?
I think that it will be very tough to sit next to Chelsea in any part of this game. She is a preacher. She knows how to talk, and she can sway the jury. But I do respect the loyalty decision that she made.
Do you think Mackenzie realizes it's not a slam dunk taking Chelsea?
I think she does, but I think Mackenzie is a competitor, and I respect her for that.
You're a D1 athlete. You were a wide receiver at Penn State. You won one competition. How does Big Brother compare to being a D1 athlete?
It is the most humbling experience. I promise you, I was struggling losing all those competitions. My competitive drive is at the highest, and it sucked to lose that much. I came in way more confident, and I left humbled.
I want you to be honest about something else. We heard you tell Mackenzie, had you won the final HOH, you told her you were going to cut Chelsea and take Mackenzie. Is that true? Is that true? Come on.
No, that's not A1 since day one. I was going to stay with Chelsea the whole time. I love her so much. We have been together since the beginning, so I will 100% stay loyal to Chelsea. That was just a little game, a little finesse.
Well, you are now juror number 7, and you'll be back out here in minutes when the whole jury gathers to vote for a winner.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Cam.
Thank you.
Up next, the final 2 are revealed to the jury, and the jury gets the chance to question them, looking for answers to help them make their decision on who deserves the $3.25 million grand prize. A live interrogation. Next, stay with us.
Big Brother is not the game for loyalty. I hate it. I hate to see it. Every year. Brother is not the game for loyalty. I hate it. I hate to see it. Every year. Oh my god. I'm getting season 16 flashbacks. Derek and Cody part 2 is what I'm seeing, and it's gonna be what? Why are you looking at me?
Brother 32? Like,
Stars, yeah.
Look, I think it's super fun to watch the best player have the hardest path they possibly have. Chelsea won a lot of competitions, and a lot of times she didn't, and she made all those times work. So, like, I don't want to count her chickens before they hatch. Like, we'll see. But I think Chelsea just put herself in a position to honestly enter, like, the pantheon. Like, how many players are better than Chelsea?
It's so crazy to hear Cam saying, yeah, I would have taken Chelsea. Where I was like, oh, maybe some part of him was being honest with MJ saying that he would have cut Chelsea. No. They were all playing the same. And I think it has to do with them being recruits. They don't really know the game. So they're like, you know, they don't really know the game. They haven't really watched the game. So they're like, you know, going with like their morals when they shouldn't be. It's, I don't know, it's a game with a lot of time. Do whatever you can to win.
And I do want to like push back against something a lot of people say where it's like, well, of course Chelsea's winning. This cast sucks. Most casts suck. Like, it takes a very good player to take advantage of a... We could all sit around and say everything wrong with Chelsea's game because there are things, but compared to every other player in Big Brother history, she's got a pretty good resume. Like, I'm impressed.
I'm impressed. I'm excited to see the questions. I'm sure we'll see a lot of like...
What question would you ask?
It's just kind of the same questions every year, right? Like... okay. Oh my god. I guess it's just kind of the same questions every year, right? Like, name a move you made independent of any influence around you for Mackenzie.
I think what's important is, like, when you're in the final 2, the questions are very leading. So we're like, hey, Matt, tell us one reason why Jag was not the leader. And you know exactly what you have to answer back. Okay?
No, okay.
MJ's
Sorry,
gonna...
just hearing Matt's name. Sorry.
MJ's gonna get the question, did Chelsea manipulate you the whole season? And she's gonna panic, and hopefully she's able to get out some answer that makes them believe not. The truth is, every single juror who's sitting there knows who they're gonna vote for and just wants their phone back to call their parents. So. I've been there and I'm like, Matt and Jack, congrats. I don't care who wins. Let me go home.
We've also said this so many times, like, it is not the time to be humble when you're in those final two chairs. You can be as cocky as you want. I know people hated Jag's speech last year. I loved it, because I'm like, it's just like, you're being like ruthless, and you can lie in your final two speech. I don't care. As long as you were super strategic the whole way. Like, I'm okay with that, but it's not the time to be humble, like, at all.
Well, final head count before it comes back on, and I'm just doing this for fun. Who thinks MJ's winning? MJ's winning. Yeah. Who's got Chelsea? Yeah, I'm with you. Good luck to all of them. Thank you all for being here. They should make
the jury. Please welcome Quinn. Well, as the six of you can see, there's an empty chair, and that is because it was only moments ago that the last house guest got evicted. Chemo, any guesses who's going to be joining the six of you on the jury?
Well, I mean, I could guess. Maybe Cam?
Well, let's see if you're right. Juror number 7. Come on out and reveal yourself. All right. Mackenzie won the final head of household competition and obviously chose to evict Cam and take Chelsea with her. Now, jurors, in just moments, each of you will lock in your votes for the winner of Big Brother. But before you do, you will have a chance to question Chelsea and Mackenzie. You've been asked as a group to come up with 3 questions for each finalist. Have you all agreed on your questions?
Yes.
Excellent. Then let's get started. Chelsea, Mackenzie, I am here with the jury, and in just a few moments, they will be voting for the person they want to see win Big Brother. But before they do, they have some questions for the two of you, and we're going to get things started with Angela. You're first.
Chelsea. Hey. Some of the jury feel you were at the center of a lot of lies and deception.
Yeah.
Do you feel this perception of your game is accurate? Why or why not?
Yeah.
Do you feel this perception of your game is accurate? Why or why not?
That's a great question. Yes and no. I knew when to have the spirit of speaking up and the spirit of shutting up in this game. So there's a lot of information in this game that I was aware of, a lot of alliances that I was aware of, a lot of moves, but I knew when to speak up and say something and make a move, and I knew when to withhold the information. Because if you prematurely say something and have a conversation and make a move, you'll be booted. Or if you wait too late, you will be booted. So was I the one that was starting to deceive and lie and do all that stuff? No, I was wise with the information that I was given, and I was wise when to share it or when to hold it. That's the game I chose to play.
Thank you, Chelsea. Thank you, Angela. Quinn, what's your question and who is it for?
Mackenzie, we in the jury feel that you have made strategic decisions at the behest of Chelsea. What strategy decision did you initiate that solely benefited your game the most?
Yes, so the decision that I made that benefited my game the most was definitely actually getting Leah out. So getting Leah out, she was going to be a great competitor inside this house. She had never been put up for 10 weeks. And yes, a lot of people were doing things inside this house and telling me a lot of concerns that they had with her. And so making doing things inside this house and telling me a lot of concerns that they had with her. And so making that move.
Thank you, Quinn. T-Corp, what is your question and who is it for?
So my question is to Chelsea. We in the jury believe that you had a lot of influence in this game. What was the biggest move you influenced someone else to make?
Thank you for my question, T-Court. Yes, the greatest power that I had in this game was the power of my words to influence those that chose to trust me. So I think the greatest move that I made was two, actually. Convincing Mackenzie to use a veto on the person that she couldn't stand since day to get Quinn out to weaken Leah's game because I knew Leah was targeting me for a while. And then I worked OT. Your girl put in some work to lay out facts as to why Leah should go home. For me, it benefited me in the long run. What I did was use the power of my words and the influence of my relationships to make strategic decisions to get me here at the end.
Leah, next question.
Perfect. Mine is for Mackenzie. Mackenzie, your competition record speaks for itself, but Big Brother is also a social game. What about your social game is worthy of being crowned the winner?
So my social game, yes, halfway into this house, first week I had 2 alliances, they blew up. After that, I was in no spoken for alliances. But what I did do is have a social game. After Chelsea was blown up on and everybody left her behind, I chose to stick to her. I gave her my word, and I became a loyal person just like I told everybody else I would be. And for that reason, she won a lot of HOHs, and I was safe for that. And I kept her safe as well, which is why we are exactly here in this moment.
Thank you, Mackenzie. Thank you, Leah. Rubina?
Chelsea, my question is for you. We as a jury care about the legacy of our season. Nothing cements a season's legacy better than its winner. What did you do in the game to earn that title? So in this game, I told myself I didn't want to have to rely on competitions to merely survive in this game. I wanted to position myself that even if I didn't win, that I would be sitting in these final 2 seats. So I did it in 3 ways. I was strategic, I was social, I was skillful. I made wise decisions, knew when to speak, knew when not to. I was very social. At any point in the game, I made sure there was a bigger target next to me or other ways that people were looking at that saw other people as a bigger threat than I was. That was my social game. I had one-on-one conversations with everybody. There was not a day that went by that I didn't put in work with the relationships that I had here. And lastly, skillfully. Yes, I have won a lot of competitions. The most HOH competitions of this season. I've put up 12 nominees, 8 house guests, which is half the house, yet still had only seen the block once since day 38. I won when I wanted to, not when I had to. That proves today. I didn't have to win. I knew I was going to be sitting in this seat because I knew my social game was strong. That is why you should choose me. Not only am I a super fan, not only am I from Rancho Cucamonga, not only am I Auntie Julie's niece, I am a damn good player.
Thank you, Ravina. Okay, Kimo. Your question. What is your question and who is it for?
My friends, congrats to you both. Mackenzie, same question to you. What did you do in the game to make you a worthy winner and cement this season's legacy?
So my game speaks for itself. I was a competition beast, but guess who was before me? Tucker. And exactly what I did was take him out in that AI arena, and I was the vote that sent him home. So doing that allowed me to win competitions, get here. I had a target on my back walking into this house. I was in a showmance. I had an alliance formed against me, majority alliance. I was put up on the block because I was a D1 athlete. I was seen as as a physical threat in this house, put up against the biggest threats in this house, the men, and I'm still here sitting here because I won and I took them out myself. And that means that I can sit here with an amazing woman like this and say that we both worked and earned our spots here. And whatever y'all do, I'm happy with, but I know I played a dang good game as well, and I proved it to myself and to others.
Thank you, Mackenzie. Thank you, Kimo. Cam, I know it was just moments ago that you were evicted and you're sitting here listening to a lot of information. However, we do want to give you the opportunity to ask one question to either Chelsea or Mackenzie.
Chelsea, what's up, Slim? What differentiates your game from Mackenzie?
It's a great question, Cam. My social game. I did not have to survive the block. I did not have to win competitions to get here. I positioned myself to, even if I didn't win, my social game was strong enough to get me to the end. People wanted to take me to the end with them. Could I have won? Yes. I proved that in the endurance comp when I beat 2 D1 athletes. I could have shown early in the game. I could have been in a showmance early in this game. But being a super fan of this show since I was 13 years old, if you're in a showmance, if you're too clicky, if you show your cards too early, you will get kicked out just like Tubby. It is proven time and time again. So that's why I show it. If you look at my game, it is not one-sided. It's a diamond. If you look at it from multiple perspectives, you can say that is beautiful. And that's why I think my game differentiates from Mackenzie's. Great game, but I have to
Thank you, Chelsea. Thank you, Cam, for that last question. All right, Chelsea, Mackenzie, I'll be back in just a few moments when you'll each have an opportunity to make a final statement to the jury. When we return, Chelsea and Mackenzie have at least one last chance to plead their case before the votes are cast. A speech that could be worth $750,000. And later, who did America choose as their favorite house guest? See you in a minute.
Okay. All right. So, we're going to do a lot of celebrating Chelsea. All right. So, we're going to do a lot of celebrating Chelsea. But can we get a round of applause for Emma? I think she was fighting an uphill battle. I don't think she got there, but I think she stood up for herself really well, answered the questions legitimately, and if Chelsea, let me say this. We got the right final two. This is their season. America, vote count. What are we thinking?
5-2.
5-2?
Leah and Angela will vote for Mackenzie. That's what I think.
Was anybody worried about Chelsea when she answered that first question? And she's like, no, I didn't lie. It's managed information. It's weird. And then, thankfully, the jury asked her, Chelsea, we all think you're the better player. Go on. And I think she got her confidence and picked it up from there. But I will say, it's very easy to get rattled up there. When we started asking Matt, hey, Matt, we all think you're the second best player in those chairs. Respond. It's hard to think of something good to say in the moment. So, a lot of respect to MJ. I think Chelsea did just enough to get the money.
Well, I don't think she had to do much. But it also sounded like Mackenzie was answering the questions, whereas Chelsea was brought stuff prepared. So sometimes she didn't even answer the question when they asked her why she would be a good representation for the season. She started, listing other things that didn't really make sense. But whatever, it's fine. Again, I said I'm excited. I'm glad to have the first 2 women ever. Round of applause. A woman comp beast. I am so proud of her. This is so good. It's such a no. I'm a serious babe. It's so refreshing to have a woman comp beast. I don't care if she's gonna lose to second place. It's fine. It's fine with me. I like it.
It's refreshing to have a male comp flop as well. Refreshing to have a male comp flop as well. The D1 athlete who loses every competition, it was the real winner today is all the D1 athletes who are going to go on Big Brother next year. You'd be like, this guy won nothing. But again, I think most jurors have their name, they go on the stage. I don't think one way or another. The questions felt kind of, hey, Chelsea, we think you're... I don't think what I saw there is going to change anybody's mind one way or another. The questions felt kind of, hey, Chelsea, we think you're the best. I have no reason to believe otherwise. I think my prediction, I think it's going to be 6-1. I think Angela's going to be on her own island, as she should be.
She was nodding along the entire time to Mackenzie, shaking her head when Chelsea was speaking. So yeah, I agree with you.
This perfect ending to the season is Chelsea winning and Angela having no idea what's going on. And I'm happy with that. Final head count. Is there any MJ believers still out there? Okay. So America has the little boy demographic, but outside of that...
TikToks, what are they going to be up to? Who hates who? I want to see their lives, their Instagrams, their TikToks. What are they going to be up to? Who hates who? Is MJ going to be bitter? Like, that's what I'm excited for at this point.
If I was MJ, I'd be bitter. That sucked. That just did. Well, you said something there. But anyways, that's all we've got. So let's see what happens. Good luck. See ya.